Hi, I'm Leonard Scott Collins, and for my midlife crisis, I'm going to try to make money doing yoga on the internet. Welcome back. This is day 3, and for our first couple of sessions, we really focused on sort of a pushing and a pulling, a very straight ahead linear movements, we worked on lengthening the spine and stretching out those sciatics and lengthening the arms and legs. So now that we're a couple inches taller, I'm really feeling it across my lower back. So today I thought I'd show you 3 simple spinal twists. Now we can't just jump right into it, so let's do a very simple couple of cat-cows to limber up. Inhale into cow, really pull those shoulders back, press that butt up into the air, and let your chest fall. Then exhale into cat and really bring the shoulders in towards the hips and push up through your navel and through your solar plex. We'll just do 3, so 1, 2, 3. Then we'll come up into down dog. And notice the different footprint between this down dog and the one we were doing the other day from our planking position. We've lost a few inches here in our spread, about the length of our thighs. So, scan your body and see what feels different and what feels the same. Now come back into your table position with a flat back. A couple more cat-cows. This time really think about motivating that movement by the turn of the hip. So bum comes up first and then roll down through the spine. This time exhale down. Inhale, roll through the hips and exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Come back up into down dog. This time do not rock through your heels. Just try to find a stillness. Press your shoulders up your back, your hips, your butt out a little bit more, and see how much you can straighten your back legs. Roll your head to try and relax your neck. Then come back down. One more set of cat-cows. This time inhale down. Now I'm just going to take a half step east. I'm going to come off my mat a little bit, but that's okay because I have a toddler, so my whole floor is padded. Just kind of have the mat to mark for the video. So spread your fingers nice and wide. Distribute the weight for your whole hand. Make sure your knees are right under your hips. And now raise your left hand up to the sky. Open your chest out. Actually, keep your head in line with your chest, let's say, so that you can feel when you're flat from hand to hand. See, I'm still leaning over quite a bit to the left. I'm not getting straight up because I'm, need work at this. Now, shoot the left arm between the right arm and the right knee. Keep it across your chest, sort of across your nipples. And let that turn your shoulder out, okay? See what you can do to find length through the head. And see if you can relax down here. Right now I'm getting a pinch just below my rib cage on the left side of my body. Quite close to the center of my back, more towards like my lower lumbar. And I'm just breathing into that area to try to preserve length in the spine as I relax more into this twist. Now, if this feels good for you, you can try to lift your leg out to the side. And then raise your right arm up. I'm just going to take 3 breaths here. That was a little more than 3 breaths, but that felt really nice. Bring that toe back in. And come back up. Just 2 more cat-cows to get length into the spine. Now we're going to go the other way. So this time, just make sure those ankles or those wrists are right under your shoulders. This time we're going to lift our right arm up, try to turn our chest out towards the right. See if you can figure out where your sternum is and keep the center of your face kind of in line with your sternum. That way you can tell whether or not you're lifting up. See if you can center your weight back over your knees. Don't lean so dramatically to one side. Oh man. And thread the needle and come down onto the side of your face and kind of where to your shoulder cap, where your tattoo would be if you had a shoulder cap. Or maybe you do have a shoulder cap. Maybe you've got really cool sleeves with like a dragon fighting a werewolf. And then bring that left leg straight and then out to the side. So you couldn't see because I think the angle was a little bit wrong. I think I stepped out of the frame, but I just kind of have the balls of my toes, the ball of my feet on the ground. If you can get your heel on the ground too, that's good. And then that left leg is quite straight. And now the left arm comes up, also vertical. And allow that to bring some length as your shoulder, as your right shoulder pushes right, and you kind of roll over onto your shoulder blade. That'll bring some length into the side of your neck. And after 3 breaths there, put your left hand down. Bring your left foot back. Gently, gently, gently use the strength of your left arm to push yourself back up. Make sure you're using the strength of your arms to get back to this position. Don't do anything funny to your neck. And so I'm just going to come back a little bit more this way so that I can show you that left leg again. Or that right leg again. So what I was doing was left side up, left side through, thread the needle, and then when I brought the foot into it, it started here, and then when I came up, I allowed myself to lift my foot up a little bit, just leave the ball of my foot down under the big toe. But you can press the heel as well, figure out what's the best foot position. But the main thing is that that leg is straight. Then we come back down. Okay. I hope that all got in frame, but if not, the main thing was just that right foot. I hope you saw the position of the right foot. Let's come back. Child's pose is hard for me. I can't get my hips down. Always been hard for me, even when I was much fitter than I am now. I just can't get those hips down to my heels. All right. Now, I want to lie down on my back. So, from this position, stretch your arms out nice and long. I know, cutting off my wrists, but that's just the best way. You need to see me from crown to toes. I have to choose between widescreen and tall screen here, and I think you can guess what I'm doing with my fingertips easier than you can guess what I'm doing with my legs. And so we've been starting on the left side. So let's just start on the left side. Let's bring this left leg up to roughly vertical, as close to 90 degrees as you can get it. Mine's more like 75 degrees. That's just where I'm at. If you want to reach up, grab the big toe with your opposite hand and press that way. That helps you feel like you're doing more in the hamstring, that's fine. See, I'm kind of stomping my foot. To get that as long as I can. Still got a bend in the knee. If you can straighten your knee, please do that. Other leg, as far as possible, should be relaxed onto the floor. See how mine is starting to come up. And then the twist is, let that leg fall down across the body. If it's your left leg, let it fall to the right. Now, the reason our arms are long like this is so that we can be cognizant of keeping our shoulders pressed into the floor. So there are two variations here, one with a long leg like I'm trying to do now, and the other with a bent knee. And we do 3 breaths here. You should feel it down here in the lumbar, but gently, very gently. And what you're trying to do is allow the weight of your left leg to pull you over. You're looking for relaxation here across the lower back. And come back up. A couple more stomps just to prove a point. And then come back down and feel the difference in length between your left leg and your right leg. See if you notice anything. And as you're lying here flat, try to let your lower back relax enough to really press back into the floor. If you're feeling it a little bit popped up, bring your knees into your chest, lengthen it out, lengthen it out, lengthen it out. See how I'm popping my hips up and then rolling them back down. There we are. And now, I'm going to straighten my left leg down and bring my right leg up. And again, see how bent my knee is? So I'm going to go across my body with the left arm. Use my yoga toe lock, these 2 fingers across my big toe, and press up, press up, press up. Then relax, do the same thing again. Press up, press up, press up. And now, straight leg, I'm letting my left leg fall over, or my right leg fall over to the left. Gotta be cognizant about keeping both those shoulders on the floor, both those shoulder blades on the floor. And again, you got 2 variations, one with a straight leg and one with a bent knee. Let the weight of your leg drop you over. You're not using too much muscle strength. You may need to use, your thigh muscles to keep your leg engaged, to keep your foot from just flopping down. But even that, once you've gone to the left far enough, you're going to find that your leg starts to become happy to almost relax into this position. A variation we didn't do on the other side, or not a variation, but a deepening we didn't do on the other side, was to turn our heads out to look over our right arm. So that brings the twist all the way up from your sacrum through your lumbar. Mine's a lot in my thoracic spine, and then it even comes up into your neck now. All right. Come back up to center. A couple more stomps. 1, 2, 3, and down. All right. Cross your arms over your chest. Cross your arms over your chest. Right above left. Left above right. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock, rock, rock. You can't see in this position, but my tailbone's coming right off the ground. And then straighten the legs and see how different you feel than you did when you first laid down. Now we come back up to sitting. I want to show you one more thing. Let's get into a wide angle pose. This is super hard for me. Holy mackerel. See if you can get right in and pull the meat of your bum away and expose your sit bones a little bit. Rock those thighs forward. Bring some length into the spine. Grab your ankles and pull yourself forward. See, I'm rocking my knees back a little bit. Usually I might find my knees out here. Some of you may find that your knees actually turn inwards when you go forward. The ideal thing is for your knees to be pointed straight up to the sky, same as my toes are. If you find that you're falling back, leaning back in this position a little much, letting your, so slouch, maybe for you, the difference is getting those knees up. All right. Now that we've got our sit bones on the floor and some length in our spine a little bit, I want you to bring your right ankle in, right into the top of your thigh here. Actually, it can face a little bit more forward. And then I want you to take this foot and place it on the ground to the right of your right knee. Now for those of you who can't get the foot down, this is good enough. Just work like this. And now if the foot is down and both sit bones, even your left hip, are still resting on the ground, I want you to take this right arm, the pit of your elbow around the front of your knee, just under your kneecap, and rest your forearm along your thigh. This hand goes right to the base of your spine, forcing your back to lengthen. And see how that automatically brings my chest out and to the left. And again, to finish, I bring my neck into the twist. See, my left ankle is popping up a little bit. My left hip is popping up a little bit. I want to really press down through my left foot down through my left hip. Make sure I'm firmly rooted to the ground on my left side. On my right side, I can't help but be rooted to the ground. But I don't want my left side popping up either. And when you come back, motivate the return movement from the base of your spine. Start by coming back with your hips, then your tummy, then your shoulders, then your head. All right. So now, I want to show you what's going on with my back hand. So I'm going to start out this way a little bit. So once again, my off knee, in this case my left knee, you want to try to press that whole side of the thigh into the floor. The ankle or the bottom of the foot in position right against this thigh. Then I'm going to take this foot and bring it around to the left side of my left knee. And see, I'm showing you here. I want to press my right hip into the ground. At the same time, trying to put my right hip into the ground. And you're really going to feel it kind of across here, the outside of your thigh. And if that's enough for you, you can just work there, face forward. But if you want to bring your twist, the inside of the left elbow against the front of the knee, under the kneecap, and the hand around the thigh. Then here's what I said about the off hand, right against the base of the spine, forcing some length into that back. And now we're motivating the twist. I can't remember. But we have a twist all the way from our sacral spine, through our lumbar, up across the thorax and into the neck. And as you breathe here, try to lengthen on the inhale and relax on the exhale. Relax means relax that right hip back down into the mat. Also, try not to hold any tension in your neck or shoulders. At least none that doesn't need to be there. All right, come out of it. This time, neck, shoulders, belly, hips. Once again, in this position, really see what you can do about getting both hips down into both butt cheeks down into the floor. Mark that position in your body. Okay. Now I'll come out of this position entirely. See, press the soles of your feet together and very gently bounce to release any tension on the inside of those thighs. See if you can straighten your back as much as you can. And if you can fall forward to bring some length, that's nice too.
doing here is just trying to relax some tension in my neck. I'm kind of nodding quickly while I shake my head slowly. Small movements vertically, but really testing the limit of my range of motion to the left and right. It's going to help with these muscles here if you're carrying tension there. All right, that's what I wanted to do today. Thanks very much for sitting in.